How? By clicking subscribe, commenting, and sharing. Because when you do this, what you do is you organically help and build and grow with me. Help me make a better tomorrow today. That's right, a better tomorrow today. What I will do to start off, I'm going to put a link over in my chat section for those who are coming on uh, to give me your 2 cents and get a metaphorical nickelback. Paste. And what you can do is you can get over in the back. You get in the back room. What I'm gonna start off with today. I'm trying to do something new. Um, First of all, if I am too loud, too low, or you can't understand what I'm saying, please do not hesitate and to put something in the chat line to let me know that Dr. D, your stuff jacked up. It's all right. I won't break. I won't break. I'm not fragile. I'm not. So what you so I put chat in chat line so you can just come on board and give me your 2 cents. So so this is what we're talking about tonight. Tonight we're talking about I'm trying to send tonight we are talking about uh, Super Mayor Tiffany Kenner 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 Kenner. Oh, whatever. All right. I got a couple of clips I'm gonna play first. I got this clip of Roland Martin, and I got this other clip of my hometown, Chicago News, seeing that Dalton's pretty much is like right outside of Chicago. Pretty much, you can live in Chicago, go to school in Dalton, or vice versa. And so it's going to explain a little something, and then we're going to have a discussion about it because this is just this is a small portion of what's happening. The the, the storyline around the country uh, is that this is the most corrupt man in the country. She's pretty cute though, but she's still corrupt. You know, some stenches, little dibba dab dabba, but you know she's pretty corrupt. Let me tell y'all this. She gets one clip that she has. Um, I should have brought it up where she went to the board meeting. She went to the board meeting dressed up by Nino Brown, playing "You Better Have My Money." Because she somebody reason delusionally she thinks that the city's money is her money and that she put her money for the ice rink and she said the people of Dalton need to have her money, pay her money back, but she went in dressed like Nino Brown. Can you believe that? What the like Nino Brown, New Jack City. Wow. Okay, first I'm gonna show a clip. Now which one should I show first? I'm sure a clip about uh, some of the accusations is that um, she's bullying people out, and a lot of people that she hired are her family members, um, and she gives us her security force, and then the police officers off duty get paid like big money. I think I read today earlier. They said one of the one of the officers' paycheck was like he had 300 hours in 1 week, or 1 week or 2 weeks, and he had his check was $13,000. Oh yeah, I do overtime for that, $13,000. So she's protected. So she has so she walk around like like the Godfather. Yes, she walk around like the Godfather. Or no, the Queen of the South. South Side. Queen of the South Side. I thought that was pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, I ain't gonna laugh. Don't give myself a laugh. South Side. Okay, that's enough of that. All right, so what I will do, I'm gonna play the and for those who are trying to come on right now, if you have any questions, you go ahead and for those who have my number, just text me, let me know something. If those don't, just is somebody breaking in my car? No, that ain't my car. So I have to worry about that. But those not just text me, put something in the chat line, and let me know what you think. I am interested in engaging, bringing your 2 cents, and giving a metaphor nickel back. All right. So okay, here we go. I'm gonna play. Let me see. Share. Let me see. Did we do this one first? No, we're gonna do. I have a short one. It's the first one I'm going to show is let's talk about this bar owners and that it was something wasn't right. It wasn't kosher. Seemed like her stuff was shut down because of something she didn't do in to the mayor's liking. So let's share that one first, and then the other one's a clip of her having communications with Roland Martin. All right, so let me um, share screen. All right, here we go.
Someone seen you go in there, and then 2 hours after your story airs, that police are at both of these establishments.
More controversy in South suburban Dolton. Two popular bars shut down by police just hours after the owners talked to Fox 32. A village trustee also says it's because they're not financially supporting Dolton's mayor, Tiffany Henyard.
Here's Dean Placca with the latest on the corruption investigation.
Is it coincidence or retaliation? Both of the Dolton bars that were raided and shut down last night, we visited the day before as part of our ongoing investigation into allegations of political corruption in Dolton.
They just rushed in here, put police at the front of the door like they was doing a raid on the drug house or something.
A team of Dolton police officers raided and shut down Pablo's Bar and Cafe and Rinky's Bar and Cafe, both located on Sibley, about a block apart.
Everything going peacefully. Nothing going on. It's like 10 police cars came in and they start pushing customers from here. And he said, if you don't leave, we're going to lock you up.
Employees and owners say it's part of an ongoing campaign of harassment by Dolton Mayor Tiffany Henyard that is costing jobs and money. Their business licenses have been stripped by Dolton, but they've continued to operate with a state license.
I have like over 23 employees. They work from the local township. Now, end of the day, all the employees, they're going to lose their job.
It's ridiculous. We all have mouths to feed. We all have kids. They're not giving us no explanation.
On Monday, we visited both Rinky's and Pablo's to ask about allegations their licenses were being held up for political reasons. Then last evening, we broke the story that FBI agents have questioned at least a half dozen people, including business owners, a former Dolton employee, and an elected official as part of an investigation into Mayor Henyard. Less than 2 hours after our story aired, police raided the two bars.
Someone seen you go in there, and then 2 hours after your story airs, that police are at both of these establishments.
Dolton trustee Tammy Brown says she believes the raids are meant to send a warning to others not to talk. And she believes there's a reason so many Dolton businesses are having trouble getting their licenses renewed.
I'm sure that they were asked to donate, make a donation, and most likely they didn't make a donation. So you don't get a chance to stay open if you don't pay the Queen's ransom.
Now, tomorrow evening, there will be a special public meeting of the trustees opposed to the mayor in which they plan to take action on the village's finances, getting access to Village Hall. They've been locked out and welcoming that investigation by federal agencies. Dane Placco, Fox 32, Chicago.
What? All right.
Most people have
That's a trip, ain't it, y'all? That's a trip. All right, so that's the first clip. Second clip, roll it. All right, here we go. Here we go.
One of the issues we talked about was this charity Tiffany Henyard Cares Foundation. Here's what I first asked her about the foundation. You have a charity that from the Attorney General's office. I understand they sent a cease and desist letter to your foundation.
I don't know nothing about that. I'm not crazy. I'm not
You have
deranged.
Tiffany Henyard Cares, your foundation. So the Attorney General's office hasn't reached out to you regarding your foundation?
So I want to set the record straight. I don't have a foundation. I am a supporter of anybody that's struggling with cancer. My mom had breast cancer, and I'm always push anybody that has that. If someone uses my name to push their charity, or if you say this is Tiffany's t-shirt, people gonna buy it. Because right now I'm considered what? Clickbait. People make money off of my name by views. So you just say my name.
You saying you don't have a foundation?
I do not. And that's why I tell everybody, go do your research. I'm not on anything.
Okay. I followed that up a little bit later in the interview with this. So I'd asked you before we went to the break. I talked about again this charity and the Illinois Attorney General's office. This is from CBS affiliate there. Says that the accusation comes at the same time the Illinois Attorney General's office told Henyard's charity multiple times in recent months to stop improperly soliciting donations because it had not registered with the state as required by law. And you said that's not your charity.
Correct.
Okay. So were you ever? So show the video here. 'Cause I'm trying to understand this here. So this is a video of you marching with the charity. So what is this?
So what they're not telling you is we literally walked to Springfield to create a bill to help anybody that suffered from cancer, whether it's the village of Dolton, Thornton Township, and then I increased it to the state of Illinois. And that bill will help people by giving them $10,000. And that's the bill that we actually are initiating, and we're still working on it. When I went through the Republican states, the Republican areas, we didn't have any issue. Everybody was on board because everybody is suffering from cancer or know someone that passed or is actually going through it. So that was the whole purpose of the walk, to basically bring awareness and bring people together. That's what the whole purpose of it is.
But if you had, so there were folks with signs saying Tiffany Henyard Cares Foundation. Who was that?
What do you mean? It's everybody. Everybody was there.
No. What I'm saying is, what is the Tiffany Henyard Cares Foundation? You said it's not affiliated with you at all.
Correct.
Well, what is it?
So someone made up a foundation. They named it after me, and they like my work that I do in the community, and it's called Tiffany Henyard Cares. So we all went.
But they weren't registered. Have you contacted them and told them you can't use my name improperly?
Well, my lawyer's handling a lot of that stuff, so all I can tell you is that I'm not the one on anything. That's the only thing I can tell you right now. So I'm just trying to answer to the.
So you're saying there's a foundation that's not registered, but it has nothing to do with you?
Correct. That's true.
Okay.
That's
so
true.
You're not aware of any of the work that they've done, money that they've raised, anything along those lines?
Correct.
Okay. Okay. So she said in the interview that the foundation was not hers. This is from a council meeting.
Doing that I'm really, really big on, that's dear to my heart, is I'm real big on a cancer foundation. I have created Tiffany Henyard Cares Foundation, and what that entails is helping everybody within the 17 municipalities with services, such as well services and resources, such as if you need help paying for chemo, radiation, your medicine, your wigs, your prosthetic, your breasts, things of that nature, even helping you with housing. Because I know firsthand how that feels to just not have help when my mom had breast cancer. So I want to make sure that I put that out there to the public and to everybody, that it goes to any 17 municipality. You cannot live in Chicago to benefit from this foundation. It's strictly for people that live in the 17 communities. We are doing a cancer walk October 4th, and how this room was filled. I will hope you guys will come out for that cause. We will start right at Food for Less parking lot, and we will walk west, going across the Unity Bridge, and we we will walk 15 miles. So anybody that's up for the challenge or that feel they can make it, please show up. You can walk, ride, or drive. And yes, we got bikes. We have motorcycle club. It will be Sunday, October.
Hey, you! Stop what you're watching right now. If you drive your car less than 100 miles...
You.
Good evening.
You stop what you're watching right now. Hey, move over to the center. Oh, good. All right. So, what's your take on? Let's go for the last one. I was going to show. I am going to show what Roland's take was on what she said. So, do you buy it?
Well, it definitely seems like he doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't seem to line up. Um,
She's articulate.
yeah, she is. Maybe she was, like saying it one way and thinking of another. Like she's saying, I'm helping this her, I'm helping this organization out. It has my name on it. This is the purpose of it. But then maybe legally or on the books, she's like, "Why? I don't have any legal connection to it, but like I knew about it. Well, obviously she knew about it because she marched with them. Um,
She said she had nothing to do with it. She said, no, I didn't give him permission.
yeah, it's yeah, it is pretty
Permission through omission.
yeah, maybe yeah. So are they investigating her now for corruption? Like how?
Yeah, I didn't put that clip. There is a investigation out for corruption, but she got like the first clip. You see the first clip where she's strong arming people.
That's awful.
Yeah,
That's
she's
really
yeah, we didn't agree with her. We backed somebody on the board, and so therefore we can't get our license. Somebody said I heard earlier this guy was trying to get his license for his restaurant, and since he agreed with what the board members that's trying to push her, make her do right, some odd reason the paperwork get lost. This is why we just said she spends tremendous amount of money on billboards. Her name is posted everywhere, and she has two salaries. She has she's the supervisor over the township, uh, uh, Thornton, Thornton, Illinois, township. I may be wrong on that, but and then she's the mayor of Dalton. So she get about $300,000. And after this, she made an adjustment. Said, well, the mayor shouldn't get this much because I think she pretty much. I think the other supervisor or mayor they died, so she took over the remaining term and then got a full term. So she get two salaries, and then she get expense account, and she has $600 a day per diem where she can spend it. And but she used expenses like this Vegas, different trips, and obviously I mean you first stuff she take her boo there, and so it's interesting. She had a lot of and it's not so much she's just losing money, like some losing using money, but people are strong armed. If you don't do,
wow.
you don't kiss the ring. Allegedly, I'm a. I want to hear what Roland has to say. Let's see what. Let me see, Roland. Let me see if I can get past this confounded commercial. Uh, share to get past this Found the commercial skip.
So now I'm confused. In that video, in a council meeting, and I'm about to play the intro again, Mayor Henyard says, I have created a foundation. Press play.
Doing that I'm really, really big on, that's dear to my heart, is I'm real big on a cancer foundation. I have created Tiffany Henyard Cares Foundation, and what that entails is helping everybody.
Wow.
So she says, I have created the Tiffany Henyard Cares Foundation. We pull the article of incorporation. Pull it up. Now, when I asked her about this, she said, someone made up a foundation. Okay, someone. Here's the problem. The registered agent of the foundation is a Keith Freeman.
Aha!
Keith Freeman works for the city of Dolton. If you look at the boards of the directors, there are 5 people. Kamal Woods, Pamela Earhart, Carmen Carlisle, William Moore, Cheryl Schranz, S-C-H-R-A-N-Z. Earlier today, I sent emails to Carmen Carlisle, who is listed as an assistant to Mayor Henyard for the city of Dolton. I sent an email to William Moore, who's listed as head of housing for the city of Dolton. So now I'm confused. Then I pull additional information. Cheryl Schranz apparently is a vendor of the city of Dolton, and she has the tow yard contract for the city of Dolton. Again, this is where I'm confused. So, I also sent an email to James Farrell, who is the head of communications for the city of Dolton, asking, are Dolton city employees listed below involved in the Henyard Cares Foundation board? No response. Moore didn't respond. Carlisle didn't respond. Keith Freeman didn't respond. I did send an email with these questions to the PR staff for Mayor Henyard, and pull up their response, please. This is a statement attributed to Mayor Henyard. Pull it up. I recognize there are questions surrounding my association with the Tiffany Cares Foundation. Allow me to clarify. While the foundation's purpose deeply resonates with me due to personal experiences witnessing my mother's battle with cancer, I want to emphasize that I have never held a position on its board, nor am I involved in its daily operations.
Let me show you how we do stuff around here.
Actually, my department uses Monday.com.
But did she say that is her thing?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. It sounds like she initiated it and then had them like maybe she had the idea, handed it off to those people because they all work for the city of Dolton, and had them actually do all the official stuff to bring it together. Whether she did that deliberately to protect herself or not, I guess, is unknown. But yeah, so it seems like legally on the books, she isn't tied to it. But you can kind of see the fact that all those people work for the city of Dalton in some capacity, that she does have something to do with it.
Right. Yeah.
It's like the definition of corruption. Well, I mean, oh man, it's crazy. I mean, it's almost like gangster tactics.
Oh yeah.
One day they do an interview, and the very next day the police show up, and shut them down. Yeah, that's like stuff you see in the movies, you know.
Yeah. You should hear the I was hearing the reviews of I saw one about it said what do you think about your mayor? It's funny. Tiffany. Yeah, let's see. Let's see. I picked the same one. Think about your mayor. You had the guy who's defending City Girl. You won't believe what City Girl mayor begging citizens. What she actually did. She had them spend money on a roller rink, was a good idea. Not a roller rink, but ice skating. Is they spent money on ice skating, supposed to bring in money to Dalton, but the citizens say that only time she opens it up is when she throws big parties.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh wow. No, let's do the serve. If they serve, okay, I'll play two clips up. FBI served subpoena in Dalton, and actually a top lieutenant got indicted. But let's look at this. Screen. Not that. I'm not doing that. All right. All right. There you go. Let's see. This is do a entire screen. No, window. FBI search subpoena Dalton. Let's do that. All right. Share. Don't want the whole screen. Stop sharing. Just want the window. Just want the window. All right, share. Here we go.
And the FBI serving subpoenas. Thank you for joining us at 5. I'm Dawn Hasbrook.
I'm Scott Schneider. We want to start with breaking news tonight. The FBI, as Dawn just mentioned, serving subpoenas in Dalton.
Let's get right to Elizabeth Matthews at the Village Hall, where 4 agents were this afternoon. Elizabeth.
Scott and Don, it is all quiet now, but here's what Fox 32 has learned. We've learned that those 4 federal agents paid a visit here at the Dalton Village Hall around 2:40 this afternoon. They were serving, like you mentioned, 2 subpoenas. Take a look at some of this amateur video that was sent in to our news station by a Fox 32 viewer. It appears to show a couple of those federal agents inside Village Hall. Here's what we know so far. One subpoena apparently focuses on employment and disciplinary records of 15 Village of Dalton employees, including including 3 police officers and Keith Freeman, a senior administrator recently charged with bankruptcy fraud. The other subpoena, number 2, focuses on Freeman and any potential involvement with certain companies and whether or not they received any money, business, or contracts relating to the village. This, of course, comes as Fox 32 has reported on numerous investigations surrounding embattled Mayor Tiffany Henyard. Again, 2 subpoenas were served here at the Village Hall here in Dolton around 2:40 this afternoon. We expect to have much more on this developing story coming up tonight at 9 o'clock. For now, live in Dolton, Elizabeth Matthews, Fox 32, Chicago.
Wow.
Yeah.
Seems like the house of cards is coming down.
Yeah, it seems like it's coming all the way down. You're right. Let's see what the people the people response to their. Let me see I've seen this. People's response to FBI. This is one of the trustees, and she is just a reaction to the FBI.
Let's talk about the corruption claims in South Suburban Dolton. Apparently, they're getting the attention of the FBI. Federal agents were seen entering Village Hall today in what the Bureau calls a court-ordered law enforcement activity. NBC5's Natalie Martinez live tonight in Dolton talking to village trustees about this surprise search. Natalie?
Stefan, those trustees say their cries have been answered, and now they're asking for a new administration. What exactly brought the FBI to Dolton Village Hall Friday is not clear, but trustees we spoke to clearly feel relief.
The sun is shining today, and this is a good day for the residents of Dolton.
For the last 3 years, myself, the board members, and the residents have been feeling like no one was coming to save us.
My phone just went ballistic. Calls, and calls. They said that the FBI is at Village Hall. I'm like, oh my God. Someone has finally answered our cry.
That someone is the Federal Bureau of Investigation. A spokesperson says in a statement that the FBI was conducting court-authorized law enforcement activity in that area today. Department of Justice policy prevents the FBI from commenting on the nature of any investigation that may be occurring.
2 subpoenas was dispersed today.
I'm sure it's connected to what we've been talking about lately, how tax dollars are being spent recklessly.
Dolton Mayor Tiffany Henyard and trustee Andrew Holmes are the focus of a civil lawsuit. It accuses Holmes of assault and Henyard of retaliation, stemming from incidents involving an economic development trip to Las Vegas last May. This week, village administrator Keith Freeman was charged in federal court with bankruptcy fraud. Chicago's former mayor and former federal prosecutor Lori Lightfoot has been hired to lead an independent investigation into the Vegas trip and more.
We are the gatekeepers of the funds that come into this village. And we're not being allowed to see what's going on with our tax dollars.
So we reached out to the village and to the mayor for comment late tonight. Earlier tonight, though, we did get an email statement, and it said very clearly there was no FBI raid at Village Hall. No further comment at this time. We are live in Dolton. Natalie Martinez, NBC5 News.
Okay, we'll be following all of the developments there in Dolton. Natalie, thank you so much.
It may not be an FBI raid, but FBI was there.
And those people are so relieved. That's a really bad sign that they were just happy to. It almost seemed like they had been being terrorized.
Yeah.
By these people. The fact that they're like almost like, thank God somebody's finally saving us. Yeah.
It does. Yeah, he does appear like that heavily. Say, somebody's coming to help us.
Yeah, that's sad. That's sad. So all these few years they've just been there being terrorized and thinking, man, it's hopeless. Wow, that's unfortunate.
By the Queen of the South.
Is that who she's patterning herself after?
The Queen of the South. Actually, that was a good series.
Wow.
Yeah.
How does somebody get so bad? You know? Yeah, Anton Daniels. He did he's done a couple of shows on her, highlighting that what's going on down there. So yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, and O'Shea Duke Jackson, he does some on her too. Um, yeah, I was like, oh wow. I mean, it's stuff popping up. However, it's in the last 3 years. So it's not this is Dalton's not big. Greensboro is bigger than Dalton.
Oh really? Wow.
It's on only 196,000 people.
Oh wow. Man.
Yeah.
Is it a nice place?
Yeah, it's a good suburb.
Okay.
It's a good suburb of Chicago. Yeah. You want to get in the outskirts, you go to Dalton, Dalton or Gary. Well, no, Gary's not. Well, Dalton or like some parts of Indiana that's outside, or Harvey, because you're not in the crux of the city. You're in the outskirts. Most of the stuff that's popping off is in the heart of Chicago.
Okay. So is it a lower crime area?
Yeah, because a lot of people, they may live there and work in Chicago.
Oh, okay, got you.
You know, even
Wow.
Harvey is not considered a bustling metropolis. But it's slower, so there's less things to do, so there's less activity.
Okay.
Slower. It's slower.
Hmm. Man.
Yes.
So it's yeah, it does seem. I mean, like you said, it's all allegations, but wait,
The cat beat you up?
it just seemed. I dropped the phone. I don't know. It does seem like there may be some guilt here. I mean, people do interviews and the next day police show up and shut them down. I mean, come on, that's really gangster.
Yeah. It's one lady said, somebody shot in my house. Do you think is a man? Yes, 100%.
Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. I mean, man,
Yeah. So, what do you think? Do you think that she's running for the hills, or or she trying to double down?
I think she's probably definitely getting advice from her lawyers, and they're probably telling her, hey, what to say, what not to say. Make sure you emphasize that you have no official capacity as an organization. I mean, it doesn't seem salvageable. Maybe she might do her last. Well, mayors are what in Dalton? Is it 4 years or 6 years or what?
Don't know. Well,
Oh,
Chicago's like it's 5. I forgot what it is.
so maybe she'll finish out her term and then that'll be that.
Okay, Google, what's the tenure of mayor in Dalton, Illinois?
These are the top results.
Elected February 2021, 82% of the vote. The 8-year former village trustee Tiffany Henyard became the village Dalton's first and youngest woman. Okay. Oh well, she is young. She's born 1983. I'm trying to see what's the tenure. How long does a person stay mayor in Dalton, Illinois?
These are the top results.
Okay. The mayor the mayor is elected to a 4-year term. which is limited to consecutive terms and officially nonpartisan by state law. Although most mayor candidates identify a party preference, the mayor is elected in a citywide election and follows a two-round system.
Oh, okay. So she's got 1 year left. She'll probably end up finishing the year unless it's that bad that they take her out. But
Mhm.
I don't see her winning again with
Yeah,
all.
all this bad publicity because it says the scandal. This is the scandal in about 5 lines. Last Friday, FBI agents made a surprise visit to Dalton Village Hall, a small suburb south of Chicago, and issued subpoenas as Democrat Mayor Tiffany Henyard, dubbed the worst mayor in America, faces numerous allegations of political corruption, silencing a sexual assault victim, and misusing public funds. You bet
Wow,
not say nothing. You bet not say nothing.
wow, that's crazy.
And the misusing, I think the biggest misuse is that Vegas trip.
Okay. When a person feels like they are above criticism, what's that? Is that a form of psychosis
Above
or
the law. Oh, okay. Above
what?
criticism, that'd be a form of narcissism.
Oh, okay. So you think she could be an extreme? Because I'm looking at all this thinking, well, if all this is even slightly what they're saying, what would make you think you would get away with this? You know, unless your mindset is like, hey, I'm untouchable. I'll do what I want to do, which somehow, like it's all allegations. Let's be,
Right.
but somehow I saw one of those meetings, and the way she was talking to the other lady, she did seem to have this kind of like God complex because she was rebuking the woman who was one of the trustees or whatever,
Like
and
old
was
enough your auntie or mother, yeah.
yeah, and she was basically like you are. She was saying like you're out of pocket, you're out of line, you don't know what you're talking, and I was just like, wow, this lady is intense. So maybe yeah, maybe she's an extreme narcissist that believes that hey, I'm the mayor, I'm the first woman doing this, I'll do what I want, and just not, just and you just gonna have to take it.
Right. Let's look at that. So what will make her a narcissist?
Well, I don't know. Like the behavior seems to be an outshoot. I mean, what narcissism? I looked it up. What is an unnatural obsession with oneself?
Hmm.
Right.
Hmm.
So, is it possible that her acquiring this great accolade, being the first female mayor of this place, perhaps it affected her mentally to where she felt like, hey, it like really strengthened and boosted her ego to where she felt like, hey, I'm the mayor. This is how it's going to be. I'm running this show. Either get with my program or get out. Because that almost seems kind of like the way she's functions. Like, hey, you're gonna get what? I mean, come on now. You could at least try to hide some things. You're gonna like go after people that other people know didn't donate any money to you. Like that's just so. You know, all allegations. I get it, but then one day they're being interviewed, and the next day police show up and shut them down. Yeah, that seems like that's pretty extreme. Like you're not even gonna try to hide what you're doing. You're not gonna try to like wait a few days or something or a week. Yeah, it's different.
Lee, well, I don't think Lee text me. I don't think he know how to put it in the chat. Lee said that Kwame Kilpatrick makes her look like an angel. You know what Kwame Kilpatrick is?
No, who's that?
He's a man of Detroit. He was out partying, clubbing. I mean, he was straight yeah.
Oh, yeah, I've heard about him. That's right. That's right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So Kwame spent a little time. I think my, I think my brother kind of, I think he took a nap or something. He asked, "Is it time?" Yeah, it's bedtime. um, yeah. So yeah, he said Kwame. Yeah, Kwame. He's a real corrupt mayor of Detroit. I mean, he's like hanging out with the guys, going to clubs. I mean, and he was young. Let me see how old was Kwame Kilpatrick was. And, okay, Google, how old was Kwame Kilpatrick when he became mayor of Detroit?
31 years.
Oh, he's 31 years old. Yeah. Yep, but he got a little time though. He got a little time.
Yeah, I heard about him. I had heard about him.
Yeah. So yeah, so it's like yeah, all the cards, like House of Cards, things are coming down, things are popping up. Um she's making money, she's making moves. And I never thought I'd see small town, the abuse of a small town. And they had Lori Lightfoot as a prosecutor. You know what Lori Lightfoot is, don't you?
Yeah, wasn't she like the mayor of some famous place, something like that? Or
Yeah, Chicago.
oh, okay, she's a present mayor or former?
Former. They didn't nominate her. They got a black guy, this man now, but she's mayor last term, and she's on part of the lifestyle. But I thought that was a dude. They said this is the prosecutor Lori Lightfoot. That oh, but but that's how she positions herself. Uh, um, yeah. My sister, she was a good mayor. That's what my sister said.
Oh, is she really?
Said she was. Um, that's my sister. She said she liked her.
Okay.
No, other than the personal choices, but then she said she liked her. She said, but the new mayor is pretty thorough because he's putting his foot down on the refugee system. Because you say you go to Chicago, what they were doing is that the refugees come in Texas, come from different places, they'll put them on buses and send them all these. They send them to Virginia, send them to Chicago. They just dump them off. They was actually flying them in places to let them out.
Well, they're like, hey, you a sanctuary city, ain't you? Well, here you
Yeah.
go.
Yep. Here's your EBT card. Here's your check, and we'll put you up in a hotel.
Yeah, you a sanctuary city, right? Here you go. They
Yeah.
came here specifically to be with you. They don't want to be with us. We're not a sanctuary city. They
Right.
want you, and here you go.
Yeah. So they getting money, everything.
I mean, New York City, yeah, it's these places are it's crazy.
My sister says it's bad. They say you just see them lined up all from the hotels in Hyde Park and different places. And they get a check.
Man, and the winters in Chicago are legendary. I'd have tried to come, in the spring or something. Like,
Yeah.
I
So
don't
they
live in Chicago in the winter. You
yeah.
know,
Yeah, I think he said that the mayor of Chicago got everybody together. He said that we're not going to take the drop offs. He kind of spearheaded with the other city mayor. He said, "Listen, this ain't right." Try to put some, but they're
so you put
flooding
the
in.
people say, okay, that's enough.
Yeah,
We've had enough. No more.
Can you imagine how the homeless feel?
Oh
You know,
man,
I've been in this, I've been in this paper box for 3 years.
and you ain't gave me nothing.
Not a doggone thing. Nah, these jokers, they can't even speak the language, and they got man, they got hotel room, clean sheets, and free food. Oh man, yeah, they ain't take care of your own.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing, man. Yeah, I've heard this gotten pretty bad. I know. I hear about stuff in New York City, how bad it's become. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's bad. Yeah. New York, Chicago, I don't know other areas that's doing it.
These sanctuary places, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's the and to go back to the narcissistic point, we said narcissism, the self infatuation of one's person, regardless of the harm that it does to others, is I think in a sense they think they're doing right, but in a sense they know they're doing wrong. No. In a sense they think they're doing right, and I think in another sense they don't care.
It's my way or the highway.
Yeah, catch me if you can.
Right.
You catch me if you can. So
I'm in
that's
charge here.
yeah, I'm in charge. Who do you think you talking to?
Right.
Yeah.
I'm asking questions here, private.
What's that?
They're like, I'm asking the questions here, private.
Yeah.
Many questions. I'm asking the question.
Yeah, so I mean, she's attractive. She's attractive. That presents well. Her decorum is not the best as far as she's pretty aggressive and gruff, so to speak. Um, they're like very dominating.
And almost like using the police department as her like personal henchman. That's the impression you get. Once again, allegedly. It's all allegations. But
Yeah, but one guy get $13,000 for one check.
wow.
300 hours instead of, I mean, like over 100 hours overtime just being her security detail.
Hey, he's gonna be billed. You said how much was it?
13,000.
Man, hey, I'm not gonna let anything happen to you. Trust me. Nothing is gonna happen to you.
Yeah.
Just point out who you want me to go beat up. Go, you know.
Yeah, so they was getting overtime,
Man, one check? Are you serious?
Yeah, so like she's going around with a personal SWAT team.
Yeah, basically.
Let me see. You're gonna call in. Hello.
What's up, man?
I got you on speakerphone. Good.
Oh, you know what? Okay, go ahead.
All right. Okay, you hear us talking?
I thought I was in on the video part of it.
Are you online?
What, I had to click on that link?
Yes, that's how I click.
Let me hit you on that then. You know what? Your number and somebody else's number is the same in my phone. I was calling somebody else before I called you, and I called you by mistake. So
Okay. All right.
Then I called you back.
All right. I was like, oh, what I do? Click that link?
Yeah. Well, hopefully, she'll learn whatever life lessons she needs to learn and, do better. I'm sure her time as mayor is probably, I don't see them reelecting her.
Yeah, I don't see that. I don't see that either. So she may try to take a trip to Dubai and see how they're developing the landscape. So I just went to went to Dubai to do some research on the architecture. Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
Wow.
did the research on the architecture.
Yeah, I hope she doesn't go to jail. But at the same token, when you listen to the sound in those people's voices, it felt like, man, this woman must have been really terrorizing these people. Overjoyed, like, thank you, God, somebody's coming to help us.
I got it was people like, oh yes, yeah. They're like I saw one saying the what was there Yeah, the joy about the FBI coming. People's let me see. People's opinion of Tiffany was this even. Uh, people's opinion of the mayor of Dalton. Let me see. All right, Sue. There's a to critics. I'm more. She said, Dalton mayor to critics said, "I'm the leader." Yeah, yeah. He doesn't care. Dalton residents locked out amid Mayor Tiffany. Dalton Tiffany. He vetoes resolution calling for them. But it said it was we are fed up to. Oh, here it is. This is one of them. We are fed up. Uh, let's see what this. It's a review. It's they say they fed up. This is my first time looking at it, but let's go through it. I'm gonna skip. Here we go. All right, let's see. Share screen. Oh.
Grasping a gold microphone, Tiffany Henyard faced questions she, for the most part, refused to answer.
When you don't answer questions, there's something to hide.
Maybe I got
not brainwashed.
Henyard is under siege in both of the public offices she and Dalton mayor. The most recent controversy involves a taxpayer-funded trip to Las Vegas, in which a Dalton trustee is accused of sexual misconduct against a village employee.
Yeah, I can hear it.
Oh, okay, I can. Oh, okay.
The woman claims in a lawsuit she and a member of Henyard's security detail, who was also on the trip, faced retaliation after reporting it to Henyard. They claim she responded by saying if the information got out, Henyard would be ruined and all the work she had done would be lost.
As a black woman,
does it sound muffled?
I want to see you protect black women. And I haven't seen that, Tiffany, since you've been in office. Even in Dalton.
I understand. Let's not talk about an investigation while I was pending, but it wasn't pending until it was exposed. And she had to do it herself because you betrayed her.
WGN Investigates reported earlier this year Henyard and her allies in the township racked up more than $67,000 on travel in a several-month period last year. Many of the flights were first class, so were the accommodations. Henyard has never fully explained the spending and continues to say she's the victim of vicious opponents and racism.
We're here to help each other, not hurt each other. And it's a shame that us, I'm talking to my black and brown communities, will sit here
Henyard had several supporters in the crowd, including anti-violence advocate Tio Hardiman, who offered himself up as a mediator.
This baby has not been charged with anything. Be ready to throw the baby away with the bathwater.
We've learned federal investigators have been sniffing around the South Suburban government's Henyard runs for months. The Illinois Attorney General has also found Henyard's staff is violating open records laws by refusing to turn over financial records requested by WGN Investigates and others. It's unclear whether further action by the state AG or the feds is imminent.
Wow. That's terrible. That is terrible. Can't hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah, not good.
Yeah. My brothers and sisters, my black and brown brothers and sisters, why you do me so bad? Why could we just get along?
Hey, push comes to shove, play the race card.
They seem like they're upset. What you think?
You said what?
They seem like they're upset.
Yeah, definitely. It seems like a lot of frustrated, fed up people. You know, like they are fed up. It's sad, very sad.
Mm. Yeah, yeah, very sad, very sad. I guess my brother ain't coming on. Let me see if he coming on or not. Let me shut down. All right. I guess he ain't coming on. And wait. Man, nah, I ain't wait 5 minutes. He should have came on. All right. We got mm-hmm. We come. Yeah, we going off. We are going off. You got any closing comments, Renee?
Yeah, I mean, hopefully everything will turn out for the better for everyone involved. It's unfortunate, but that goes to show, hey, everyone, no matter who you are, you need to lean and trust in Jesus and ask God to help you, because we're all capable of being pretty awful. Myself included, we're all capable of being pretty awful. So hey, keep your eyes on Jesus, man. Ask God to help you be a better, continuously better person.
Yeah.
So, guess we can pray for her that it'll all turn out for the best for her and the people of Dalton.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. I think like you said, just to have that type of demeanor, to in certain situations, I could say, I'll never know what I'll do. But in certain situations, you know what you wouldn't do. Yeah, in certain situations, you know what you wouldn't do, and I think like her demeanor, she's thinking that everybody, it's like it's a false sense of grandiosity. This is what I'm seeing. Or hey, Renee, also it goes back with well, I deserve this.
Yeah.
And whatever it takes, I deserve this. Yeah. Am I not worthy to be honored? Am I not worthy to be praised? Ah, ah, let me say, I'm not worthy to be praised. See, uh,
Crazy world we live in. Crazy world.
yeah, crazy world. I mean, yeah, when you grow up feeling that you deserve everything, then you live a life thinking that you're deserving of everything without the due diligence of the work. But not that she hasn't did the work, because even some people said that she has some great ideas. She has some great ideas, and but I think he just went overboard. But that's where the great ideas don't compare with the attitude of I deserve more. I deserve to be the best card. I deserve to have the best weave. I deserve to have the best vacation because I am representing. I think it was a movie. I think it's called Class Act. John Travolta was in it, and it wasn't that mentality, but he was saying that he had to put in him and a group of lawyers. They're trying to do a class act lawsuit, but he said we have to look the part. So they was taking loans and loans and get the right type of suits to live the right type of way because they're trying to present is probably building up their mentality by exhausting their bank accounts. And they came in, they didn't win nothing. There was a whole bunch of debt, but they didn't win nothing. In order to win big, you got to feel big. You got to feel big, then you have to spend big and hope that you win big. But that's a gamble.
Right.
And when you don't win big, then guess who's left holding the bag? You are.
Right.
Yeah. It's we going out. Going off. And then my brother, he's on the phone. He's talking to somebody. He's on the phone. He's talking to somebody. But he had somebody he's supposed to bring on. He had somebody he's supposed to bring on, but obviously he couldn't get him. He couldn't get him. Yeah, so yeah, I agree with you, dude. Your rapper was good. I think this world is a certain type of place, and you have certain types of people. Now the goal is that hopefully we can become more Christ-like and exemplify what Christian behavior should be. Lord, if we can just, even if you're not living for Christ, you should have some more principles of Christianity. I mean, you should just do right. You just do right. Do right. Sometimes it's more difficult than others. Now you want me to send a link. Okay. Man, let me see if I sent the link. Let me see. Send a link, share. Let me see. All right. I sent the link.
Okay.
I was gonna say my brother gonna come on and see if he's gonna say anything. He's supposed to bring somebody else on, but we'll see.
Well,
Yeah.
well, hey, the journey of life, right?
Journey of life.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Yeah. Long day?
Yeah, it was. I I I started started work really early.
Real early, but 4-5?
No, 6.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, and gotta do the same thing tomorrow.
Oh, you did the warehouse today, right?
Yeah, I'm doing the same one tomorrow.
No earpods, huh? You can wear the earpods.
Yeah, this one they were a little relaxed, so so there were some people that had headphones, you know, because there wasn't a lot of moving machinery. So, but yeah,
Oh man. All right. Let me see if he got on now. Did he get on? My brother got on once before. You didn't know who he was. See, who's that? So who's that? He that's what you win. Is it really?
you're definitely fraternal.
We know we had some other. I was the other set of twins. My first cousins, they're fraternal too, but I thought they was identical.
Oh, you.
All my life, I thought they was identical because they look so much alike and they're so connected. I thought they was identical. It was no, they're fraternals. What? No. And these like my sisters. Like, I was raised up with them. Yeah.
Like, you look more like your other brothers, especially the next one. You two look alike, but yeah, I didn't know.
Yeah. I think more so anything is me and my remote personalities or something.
Okay, yeah. Now you two do look alike.
Oh, me and Ramon.
Yeah.
And actually, I've seen the pictures of my oldest brother, and we look like. However, he don't smile much. And that's what me and Ramon. That's why we look similar because we have similar gregarious personalities. We're outgoing. Oh well. All right. I'm trying to get the benefit out because he's in the area. That's why my my brother's in the area. He can speak on it.
Yeah.
Let me just get him to talk on it because he can't get in. Oh, wait a minute. He's on. All right. Let me see. Here we go. Okay, you gotta get up to the camera. Can't see you, sir. All right. Okay, what do you have to speak on this subject matter that your beloved
Can you see me?
Let me see if I can reposition.
Now, let me ask you a question because who's else on the line, sir? Hey, big bro, how you doing?
Hello.
Have I met him before? Dr. D?
Renee.
Yes.
This is
I have. Okay. What's your name, brother?
Renee.
What's your name?
Renee.
Nice to meet you, Ray.
Nice to meet you.
So listen, Dr. D, I had my guy T.O. Hardiman. I was actually talking to him on the phone. That's why it took me so long to get on.
Okay.
And I didn't get a chance to really engage with him about this particular forum. But he is one of the let's just say this. And where you located, Brother Rick?
Renee.
Yeah.
Renee? What's his name? Renee?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where you located, sir?
I'm in Georgia.
Oh, you're in Georgia?
Yeah.
Okay.
Georgia.
The Tiffany Henyard deal, man, is really it's really a national news story. And it really originated from a simple news story about she went to Vegas, she spent so much money, and the trustees of the village questioned her. And she was like, I don't need to tell y'all what's up. The hell with y'all. I mean, literally, if you watch the video, you see she's a tad bit ghetto. She's a tad bit urban. She's an urban person. So theoretically, she exerted that particular energy, and they were like, well, wait a minute. Well, hold on, fam. I mean, you work for us, nigga. So This particular reporter name is Ben Bradley, actually. So he began to really like just be nosy and began to follow just the goings and comings of this particular village. And he has actually he has a YouTube page in which he kind of spells out, where it began, how he originally, began to just probe into the situation. And then he even interviewed her. Did y'all see the interview? Where he asked her about Vegas, and she said, "Well, is there any other questions?" Did y'all see that?
I didn't see that recently. That was old. And then you get that background.
So what has happened there, Dr. D, is that she's doing typically what a lot of small villages and even major municipalities do. But she has drawn a lot of heat on what she's doing because, number one, she's a black woman. Okay, number one. And number two, she has another position. She's what they call the supervisor of Thornton Township.
Right.
Which is, a group of suburban cities, and typically that particular role was always occupied by, Irish mafia. They didn't have to be Irish, but just the establishment.
Okay.
So her being a black woman in the door, she was like under the radar. So what she should have did is just kind of fall back. But she began to be defiant. People want to find, open record request. She denied. People want to know where the money went. She vetoed things. So now she in trouble. So my boy Tio is one of her supporters.
Mm-hmm.
And Tio, my guy, he tell me, he said, "Hey man, she's a fine black woman. And I knew her, before she became the mayor. So I ain't gonna turn my back on her just because she messed up." So I can see it. But she's in trouble, Doc.
She in trouble like Diddy?
No, she have just, I don't know. How old is your other guy? Is he our age? Same age, okay. Okay, so he can understand. And he's from the South, so he can probably understand this word over in New York. Okay, but it applied up there too. This particular word I'm about to say. She got sassy. New York, you understand that, man?
What's your take on that, Renee? Did she get sassy? What you think?
I mean, yeah, I think he's right.
Hey, so John Allen is trying to get on the line. Is he there?
Oh, John?
John Allen.
Yeah. What? He pop up on the screen.
So now I see you ain't reading the comments, sir. John Allen, he said he's here as well. Can't get on. John, can you let him on, Doc?
Yeah.
Now you know what I'd like to do. How much time we got on this broadcast?
Hold on. Let me get. So did my link get you on? I said.
Yeah, but I had to do some digging, brother. And the link should be maybe a separate, like, you should put the link in the chat. That way people can do.
I did put
no, wait, it's at the top, and it's not. You can't really see it.
Well, if you was on time, you'd have saw it.
Beg pardon?
If you was on time, you'd have saw it. Thank
Man,
you
it
very much.
looked like as soon as you told me, my phone just started ringing, and my phone don't even ring. So,
Okay. Hey,
but
John, I just sent it to you. Sent you the link.
but what I want to do, I want to see if I can get T.O. I just got off the phone with him. I
Okay.
want to see if T.O. would chime in on this a little bit. Now, T.O., let me just give you some background on T.O. T.O. Is a good. He ran for governor twice. He was a libertarian candidate the first time,
That's
and he
Green
got about
Party.
right. He got 40% of the vote the first time.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it was great. Now a lot of his votes were. We had a governor back then named Quinn. A lot of people didn't like Quinn, so a lot of those votes were like anti-Quinn. But Quinn actually lost to Bruce Rauner, which was a Republican, and Bruce Rauner was probably one of the worst mayors. And Bruce Rauner typically won on the strength of the black church,
Okay.
because really James Meeks, who's the guy I really respect as a minister,
Senator.
yeah, when he got on the radio and say, "Hey, I support Buddy,"
There it is.
I voted for him just on the strength of that. So you can imagine other people who were swayed in that fashion. So in any case, you can text that link to my other phone, Dr. D.
Which one?
The 708.
Okay.
And I'm gonna call T.O. I'm gonna drop off and call T.O.
And
on the phone.
link on the
No,
page.
I'm sorry.
As link. Lee says she's sassy. That's what they used to call little big mouth.
Who said that?
Lee said, she's sassy. LOL. That's what they used to call little big mouth girls.
Lee, who said that?
Lee, but Lee don't Lee Hill. He don't. He's not the most technologically savvy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. So I'll send it to 708. The link to 708. John, did you get the link?
Can you mute me out right quick?
Yeah.
Let me call T.O. and see if he.
All right. So John tried to get on Renee. Oh wait a minute. Somebody in the queue? Did John get on? What? No. I think Jeff's still trying. Let me somebody. No, that's just Brian. He said he's still trying. That's one. That's you. That's him. No. John said, I'm still trying. I don't know. John got on the first time, but after that, there's no dice. There's no dice. Let me see. John, let me see. If you can't, just call in. If you cannot, just call in. And so, Renee, so what's your take on what my brother said? Yeah, no, I get you on mute. I do get you on mute. Okay, go ahead. Renee, what's your take on what Lee
I
said?
mean, he definitely seems to have higher insight, but I guess it's because he lives there, so he has a greater understanding. Um, but I don't think, like you said, his friend is going to support her. I don't think you should support somebody regardless of their behavior, just because, if the person's become corrupt, then they're corrupt. So I don't think it should be, well, I'm going to support her no matter what. No, I mean, if well, you support her, but you should still be able to say, well, if she's doing wrong, she's doing wrong. And they should, like what. So I guess the bottom line is people need to figure out, well, if what they're saying is true or not. And if it's true, then, it's true, it's true,
Let me call. I'm gonna call. Let's see, John. Let me call John. Yeah, I agree. Well, I think this is the best way I can get a hold of you because you ain't gonna get on.
Nah, man, I don't know what the problem is. I think it's racially motivated. I'm not sure.
Think it's racial.
But it keeps telling me to go to Google Chrome, and I'm in Chrome, and it's still not helping my brother out. So I don't know what else to tell you. It's because I'm black.
Because you're black. What? So what's your take on Super Mayor?
I don't know who you're talking about.
But, Tiffany Renner, the mayor of
the mayor that's making all that money and the town is suffering.
Yeah. Oh, let me.
Well, you have to look at it two different ways.
Hold on, let me click on my brother. Go ahead. All right, go ahead, John. Hold on, Brian. Go ahead, John.
Hello, extinguished colleagues on the panel this evening. Y'all feel free to say hello back.
Y'all do him, right?
I don't know. Apparently.
Hello?
Yeah, y'all do him, right?
A little bit. Hey, listen, can I interject real quick? You did not send me the right link to my other phone. You sent me the YouTube link, which gets you to the page. I need the link for a person to get on. So I got TOs waiting. I don't have the.
Okay, yeah. I'm sorry.
Okay. But listen, I don't want to get off this page because once I go back, it automatically boots me off. Can you send the
Hold on,
Talk Studio?
Hold up, bro.
Okay.
Hold up. He get on his page and click the link. That's why I try to establish this prior to coming on. Now I sent you a link. I try to do it again. Other than that, I don't know what to tell you.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you when I see you tomorrow at church. If I see you tomorrow at church, I'm gonna show you what I did with every single time.
Okay, but he can, but you can always get on. You can put him on your phone, and like I'm doing John right now, and we can talk out that way because that's time. All right, now go ahead, John.
Distinguished colleagues, can you hear me? I don't think they can hear me.
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, you can hear, but y'all ain't saying nothing. Go ahead. All right, go ahead, John.
Renee, you hear me, Renee? Are you sure they can hear me?
No,
I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay, good. All right, go ahead.
Is that your brother? You can hear me?
Yeah. He said yes. He said yes. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, there's two different trains of thought you can look at. Number one, for her to be able to pull this off, that's kudos to her to be able to do such a thing. That was impressive in and of itself for her to get away with it that long. But on the other side of the railroad track, she needs to be ashamed of herself. She needs to be forced to pay 75% of that money back, and she needs to be removed from office immediately. And the sad part about it is, I wish she was a different color, because it's going to make us look bad. It is. Especially in an election year. It makes us look bad. You know, for her to have that kind of money floating around, and for her to get all those people, white, black, brown, blue, and purple, to vote for her when they put their entire trust in her, and for her to do some mess like that, to take that level of salary, is a slap in their faces and a slap in the local government space. She's making almost as much money as the president.
Yes,
Realize that, right?
made 300,000.
Yeah, she's making some money. And the way she's doing it, she's milking the cow for as long as she can. That way, when they finally get rid of her, she'll still have the money. So, yeah, that's my take on that. She was slick and smart. She got it. Now, she needs to be ashamed of herself.
Well, I think her decorum is not the best. She's
Not at all.
I would say she will be the epitome of the Black Queen of the South, but she's snapping it. Yeah, she's snapping it. Older women that older be a mother. It's like y'all better get. I am the leader up in this piece.
Yeah, her and Fonnie Willis should be her attorney. They are just as ghetto as food stamps. Still ghetto, but they're still ghetto.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of like they put the lipstick on the pig, but guess what? They're still pigs.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, I see the lipstick. So,
yeah, with a better weave. Yeah.
So that's how I look at it, and it's a shame because you need national attention for something that's that disgraceful. You make more than any other mayor in the history of mayorhood, if that's such a word. And you need to be ashamed of yourself.
Well,
however you pull that off.
In that township, you're right, but not
in Beverly Hills.
Yeah, but township it's only 196,000 people there.
Yeah. Not even in Bankhead.
Yeah, man. Agree.
You're not in Buckhead.
Yeah, oh, that's true. Yeah, you're the south suburb of Chicago. Yeah. Milk.
So that's. I don't even know how she was able to do such a thing when no other mayor could do it.
Well,
where did she get the wherewithal? And I'm saying being nice about it. Where did she get the wherewithal to be able to pull that off?
Well, I would think that one thing you could say, she does know how to be seen and be seen.
Yeah,
be seen. So remember Eddie Murphy and Distinguished Gentleman. He ran off the name, and he pushed the name, the name that you know, just like Jesse Jackson would win just because everybody know their name.
Yeah,
and he could have died, but they still vote for him. Yeah,
which is crazy.
And she got like 300 billboards all across town.
I hope she doesn't try to run for re-election.
Yeah. She got
money now, honey.
She beat the case though.
But see, her career in politics is pretty much over now. Better stretch that money out, go in the private sector or something. Nobody's gonna want to vote for you anymore because they think you're corrupt.
Yeah, but if she escapes the legal system, she can refocus that to content.
Is she an attorney by trade or something?
I do not know. They had Super Cool was prosecuting against her. Super Cool, Lori Lightfoot.
Yeah.
I thought that was a dude. I saw pictures. Oh, that's the old man in Chicago. Lori Lightfoot.
Good old Lloyd LL.
She could garner the support of the Democratic Party for the new term, so they went with somebody else.
Boy, Okay. I didn't get a chance to talk about the P. Diddy thing last time he was on,
Okay.
but good old P. Diddy is like chickens coming home to roost.
Oh, for sure.
You know, I didn't realize he was engaged in pedophilia. I knew he was nasty, but still.
You said you knew he was nasty. Well, you know what, brother? What's your name again? It's John, right?
Yeah.
Let me say this to you, so you can really. You seem like you're a seasoned guy, so you understand the game.
Hey, can you hear him, John?
Barely.
Oh, but why?
What about now, John? Can you hear me now, John? Okay.
Can you hear him now?
No, they didn't say anything.
Oh.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
I said.
Let me cut you up. Let me cut you up. Now, John, how's he now? Go ahead, Brian. Say something.
I was good friends with a real close confidant of R. Kelly, right? And R. Kelly had discovered that they had cheated him out of $90 million, right?
You hear him now? Cut your volume up, John. John, because
my volume's all the way up.
Really? Let me cut the screen.
Can you hear me now, John?
All right, go ahead, bro.
That's Lee, by the way.
All right. All right. How about that, John?
Can you hear me now, John? All right. So R. Kelly had found out that the record company had cheated him out of $90 million. So right around the time that he was beginning to challenge that part, that's when that movie came out, the documentary. Now, R. Kelly been a pervert for 30 years, right? Just real talk. I knew some other people who were in his camp who witnessed it themselves. So, but he was a multi-hit performer. I even saw a documentary where they said, hell, he was keeping the lights on at certain record companies. So as long as he was making them money, the allegations and everything, they were able to silence that, right? So when he began less of an asset to the industry, because now, the hip hop artist is really taking over, and they are the ones that are really controlling the game right now. So whenever, a person gets less value to the, let's just say, infrastructure. Now you can apply that however you need to apply it. But more than likely, most of the time, infrastructure has got somebody with the name Rosenberg, Stein, some kind of Jewish influence. Once you begin to be less value to them, then you begin to get expendable, and then that's when all the dirt come out. Because don't get me wrong, Puff Daddy had a 30-year run, so if he was a freak, he should have known. Okay, look out. He needed to do like Russell Simmons did, went to Bali and just like fall back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So let me see if T.O. I sent T.O. the link, Doc. So I don't know if he's able to go on or not, but he could give a real interesting spin to this Tiffany Henyard, because he's actually a personal friend of hers, and he's actually well known on the social scene here in Chicago. He's used to be the director of Ceasefire, which was an anti-violence organization, and he ran for governor twice. So I sent him the link. Do you see anybody coming in, Doc?
Oh, let me see. Let me see. On screen, that's you.
I'm gonna call him and see.
2.
Hold on.
Nope. Nope.
Hold on a minute.
Hey, John, you said you can barely hear?
Did you get the second link I sent you?
Really?
Log in. Okay, we'll do this another day, man. Cause
let me just take. Maybe I take you out. You can hear him now. Go ahead, Brian. Renee, Brian, somebody, anybody. Say something. Brian froze. Lee froze.
Testing, 1, 2, 3.
Now, John, you hear that? No. Really? Go ahead. Renee, say something.
Testing, 1, 2, 3.
I heard him barely say testing, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
All right. Yeah, he said testing 1, 2, 3. What are you are you a phone and a computer?
Me? No, I'm on my phone.
Okay. I just took. Well, if you hear them, I hear them. Okay, but you just said testing 1, 2, 3. So go ahead and say what you were saying about Diddy. I know it's in. No, I know it's like little kids. I thought it was they got their certain age. What's that?
I heard they're investigating him for all age kids, and it's totally based on everything that people have complained about over time. So, I mean, I don't know the validity and all that. I don't even know about him being swallowed, Bishop Jakes and all that, but man, out of all the things Bishop Jakes could have said in front of him, he had to say he swallowed.
He said what?
You know social media was going to run with that.
What'd he say? What'd he say?
He said swallowed. He said it across his pulpit. You ever been swallowed?
Swallowed.
Oh, he said that over the pulpit?
Yeah, he said it over the pulpit.
It was in the context of his message, but people can, like Anjana said, they could obviously take it the wrong way. Which is probably what people have done, yeah.
They only got 3 clips they run with, so he gave them a 4th one. They only run with. They got one where he got his. Yeah, they got when he was with his wife and he was dancing, and they got him sitting in the chair at P Diddy's party, and they had P Diddy on his shoulder. That's all he got. Now he got another clip.
Yeah, but then but all the different people that labeled him a power bottom and other things. When people, just like they say stuff about Diddy, everybody ain't lying on you. And when you got 3 and 4 and 5 different people who don't even know each other saying the same thing there is to say about you, I'm like, oh.
Well, I think
okay.
I think the thing is that he was there, because even Jaguar Rice said is one or two reasons you're there is for the money or for the other, and he probably there for the money. However, the point is you still there, and so everybody can write their own conclusions because they know what goes on.
Yep.
Even the crazy said he went to one, and he's like, "Oh, yeah, you need to be leaving by 12 o'clock." Oh man, I'm good. He said around 11:30, boy, they started getting at it. He said, "Oh, time to go. It's time to go." So I think it's the very appearance of evil.
Yep.
And
you don't even his parties now is to the point where you don't even go. I mean, you don't even drive up to his driveway and stay in the car, because if you're abstaining from the very appearance of evil, then you already know what his reputation is. So why put yourself in that position?
Especially when you have
might be
you got platforms big as Jake's.
Yeah, you could be having a great time, just innocent and everything, but point is, you're in a position where this man does some interestingly freaky stuff, and there's been too many examples of it, and he don't seem to care. He's just nasty like that. Anytime you have cameras in every single room, from what I understand.
Oh yeah,
every room.
That's leverage. He's trying to get leverage on them. However, you know, I've heard what I think Jaguar Rice said. He said, you know, it's interesting that they're simultaneously raided all three of his houses: New York, Miami, and somewhere else.
L.A.
L.A.
California.
Yeah, at the exact same time. He said, but how the world? He said, and then she said, how the world would they know? Because Diddy was an FBI informant, so he gets the heads up. He said because Jay rolled him under the bus. Jay-Z. He said they bought the same. He said, however, Jay-Z just smarter.
Except for that hairdo. But anyway, that's a whole nother story.
50 said at the gay painter. He said he mirrored himself after the gay painter. Yeah.
They said he's next though. So we'll see.
Yeah, unless he does Russell Simmons.
Yeah, it takes off. And I was so disappointed here about Russell Simmons doing that. Gamora wasn't enough for you, Russ.
What did he do? He just went to Bali.
Man, I say he one of them boy toys too.
Yeah, but not like them.
I would hope not.
I said, boys. He was like, what's his name? House of Cards. No, but don't. Renee, what were we talking about? House of Cards.
I never watched that show. I've never even watched one episode.
Oh, that was a good show. That was a good show. Is that he was taking advantage of 25-year-olds, pretty much. He was offering, they was taking, and then later on people feel guilty. They feel guilty, and maybe they can get some money out of it. That's my assumption, because a lot of times, you offer. What John what Cat said, hey, did he like the party? You gotta tell him no. You gotta tell him no. You gotta tell him no. Hey, did he like the party? Said you got to tell him no. It's like if you say yes, then you say hey. Like I remember yeah, he said my version, yeah. And I think he was on Drink Champs or something. And Diddy was like, yo, man. He's like, why we never party? Huh? He said, yeah, man, why we never party? And he told 50 cents, let me take you shopping. What in the world?
The man taking grown man shopping, especially a man with money.
And Diddy was just straight face. He like, I thought he needed some clothes. He played it right. He did. He said, yeah, I said it. I thought he needed some clothes. He didn't try to make an excuse. Yeah, you're right. But like I think Renee talked about, said we're not at that level of where he's at. And yeah, I still think about it. I got that level. I wouldn't do all that. I won't do all that. I wouldn't do to what he's doing.
Problem is, flesh is never satisfied. The more you got, the more you. And he told one of his secretaries, he said, "There's nothing greater than getting a man to do what you want him to do over some money."
Yep.
Well, I was like, you had to be kidding. Basically, it's like, okay, if you let your flesh dictate whatever it is that you do, you look at, okay, what is your number? What is your price? you're willing to sacrifice who you are as a man
Right.
over some money, you know. And once you lose your dignity like that, you can't get it back. Yep. Once you put that thing in your mouth, it's over. It's over. You are labeled, and it's going in the other hole next.
Yeah.
Period. So
Renee, hold on, Renee. Let me cut you back off. Renee, I cut you off because you get that background sound. I don't hear it now though. But go ahead, say something.
Testing.
Oh yeah, go ahead, talk.
No, I just laughed at what he said. That you know, you have to
Can you pull in the screen since you lean over like?
put what in the screen.
Yeah, your face. Yeah, there it is.
I mean, hey, it's the world of sin. What can you do, right? That's the world of corruption and sin. There's no limit to what people are willing to do out here.
Yeah, I think it's security guard said, listen, he remember when he shifted over, you know, before he was just Puffy. Then he went to Brother Love, now Diddy, and another name, yeah, another name. Diddy, Brother Love. He said then he started changing.
Mm-hmm. But see, one thing that people don't, a little known Black History fact, I worked security for a while for an organization called Guns for Hire, and Diddy came to Greensboro, and we worked security with him over at Montego Bay. And so I was on one side of Diddy, and his $7,000 a week security guard was on the other side. And we was walking through the crowd. All of a sudden, the crowd parted like the Red Sea. It was the police. They handed Diddy some child support papers. They said, "You've been served." I was like, "Well, dang." I told him, I said, "Well, it just got real, didn't it?" He's like, "Yeah, sure did."
You told Diddy that?
Sure did. I was
Wow.
like, "Well, dang."
he said it parted like the Red Sea.
Crazy. Yep, parted like the Red Sea. Them police make this move quick. Shoot, half of them probably had warrants. Let me get out your way, Mr. Officer. And they handed in them papers. I'm like, dang, they found him in Greensboro.
Oh wow.
They found him. They sure did.
Is this when he's Diddy or Brother Love? Or was he Puffy?
This when he was Puffy.
Oh, this when
Mr. Combs. Sean Combs. You've been served.
See, when you don't have the boundaries of the Holy Spirit, there's no limit to what you will or won't do. So I've learned to just say, you know what? If it wasn't for Jesus, there goes. Now, there's certain things I would hope I would never do, but you know, even what the apostles tell us, you know, don't put any trust in your flesh. Apostle Paul, there's no telling. And Deion Sanders said, all money does is bring out who you really are.
Yep, I've learned that a long time ago. Money doesn't change you; it just makes you more of what you are.
Right.
That's all. I mean, I have a friend that played in the NFL for 17 years, and money never changed him. He was just as ghetto as he was. He was just on a higher level of ghetto. And yeah, he was. And so it didn't change him. It just made him more of what he really was. And so it enamored some of the females that he dealt with. But at the end of the day, he was the same person. He was just more of that person. So that's the truth.
Is that your old partner?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you know, he's been through some things since then.
So y'all reconciliated?
Say what?
Have y'all reconciled?
Yeah, we actually had lunch the other day over at Stephanie's.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, he had a brain tumor the size of a grapefruit, and it was right above his eyebrows. And his during his surgery, he coded twice. So that has a way of sobering you up. Once you find out you almost died.
Yeah, make you a little humble. Yeah, that's an humbler right there.
Yep. He lost 120 some pounds. He been through some stuff. He reminds me of an old man now. But
Was he really tall?
Sounds the same. night long. But yeah, time and situations and circumstances have a way of changing a person. Sometimes for the better, sometimes for the worse.
Right.
But very, very
Yeah. Wow. Did you get an apology?
not necessarily. He did pay for lunch though.
Oh, that works. He said what based on what he went through, he said, well, I think he got the message. Life will teach you even when you don't see it.
Yeah, sure will.
Because I'm pretty sure your conversation now is totally different.
It is. You know, me going through what I went through and him going through what he went through. It's a little different story.
How long was it? Well, how long was his recovery for the tumor stuff?
Man, a year and some change. Yeah, he went through a lot. As a matter of fact, he's still on the road to recovery. And on top of all that, he about went broke.
Don't he get his pension?
He just started getting his pension a few months ago.
Would you have to wait? What is it? 4 years after or something? Oh, that was right after.
4 or 5 years, but he should have still had it by now. And he said the paperwork wasn't right or this, that, and third. I don't know. But he's finally getting it now, which is good because, I mean, anytime you listen to this man and he tells you stuff like he had like storage areas that were full of stuff that got repossessed because he didn't pay for it. He couldn't afford it. That sounds really, really weird coming from him. You know, he had a house he had to move out of that was 15,000 square feet, not counting the garage or the pool house or the movie theater, just the house itself. He had to move out of it, couldn't afford it anymore. And the house they're in now, he said he's trying to get out of, can't afford. So, you know, he's really, you know, playing catch up, struggling a little bit, which is weird. Having a man who has made millions over time not have much right now.
Right.
So, yeah, it's a sobering thought.
Yeah, that's an humbler. That's an humbler right there.
Yep.
If you ain't know God, if you didn't know God before, you know him now.
I know that's right. Yeah, he knows. I said, man, anytime you came that close to seeing God, your heart stopped twice. And it's just amazing, you know, how, you know, God knows who to take sometimes, but he knows all the time. But then, like with Rob Corbett, you know, I still can't believe
Man. Yeah.
But I understand. He was in church Sunday. He passed out twice, and that was it.
Oh, that's how it went. I thought it was in the parking lot.
I was told he was in church and he passed out. I was like, Lord have mercy.
Yeah, I talked to David about that, and I talked to Lee too. I was at Lee's house the other day in Charlotte. And I said, man, it just gives you a whole new it gives you a take on life that we need to make it count.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
it also lets you know, like the kid who died from A&T last week.
Oh,
she was my niece's friend, and
what happened?
my niece is still going through about that.
What happened?
You said what happened?
Yeah, I don't watch much news.
Somebody stole a car down in downtown, and when he stole the car, he ran a light and he hit her broadside and killed her.
Wow.
And then took off running. From what I understand, he's still at large somewhere. I have to look and see if they ever caught the man. But she died right there.
Truly an accident.
Doing something that she does all the time. She was totally in the right.
Yeah, no man.
He ran that light and killed her.
Yeah, nobody knows the day or the hour.
You have no idea. And nowadays, you don't have to be old and you don't have to be sick to die. And see, the mistake a lot of these kids make, and I tell them this when I'm at the YMCA or talking to kids, I'm like, people always say, oh, no, you got your whole life in front of you. Your whole life's in front of you. And you're true. That's true. Your whole life is in front of you. But the question is, how much of your whole life is left?
Right.
Do you think you're going to live to your 80, 90? Or are you going to live until you're 24, 25? You don't know. You hope you live out.
And a lot of people, some people say that, well, Pastor Lockett, he went too soon. However, I don't know too many people, 85, that had lived as full a life as Pastor Lockett did at 57. He maximized every time, every day. And remember, Sister Lockett said the night of, she said, my husband told God, I don't want to be here 24 hours more when my purpose is fulfilled. And we like, no, God, when purpose fulfilled, I need these 20 more years. I want to be like Hezekiah. I need 15 more years.
That's exactly what he always said, and that's what he meant.
And he made it count. I think I told somebody else, I said, listen, I think sometimes we get into we go into something because it's a good thing that's in God, in the kingdom, but doesn't necessarily mean it's God's ordained thing in your purpose. I have a whole new level of respect for Harold Cohn. People, because he's like, nah, I ain't pastoring no. I'm gonna do my purpose. And he's happy. I shut down. I don't need to step. I don't need to stare. I don't need to pulpit. My pulpit is work with the kids, doing basketball. I'm much happier. I'm much happier. I'm more fulfilled. It's less stress trying to make 10 people come to my church. I mean,
there's some brothers out there.
It's just because you preach don't mean you're pastor.
Yeah, I ain't gonna say no names, but there's a couple of brothers out there I know that call themselves being a pastor, and you've been doing it for quite some time, but you don't have any members. You can have service in your car and still have room.
Yeah.
For visitors.
You do John Gatton.
Not being fun. Yeah, yep, exactly.
I mean, because
you be doing it online.
Why incur that stress? But I think they incur that stress because they got a word. Man, I know you can have a word, but don't mean. I told my brother, I said, listen, I've seen pastors that can teach but cannot preach, and I've seen some that can teach but can't preach, or preach and can't teach, vice versa. And I've seen some pastors that can't preach or teach. But what they have in common, they have a father's heart. They can delegate and they can ministrate. Your brother Jim gonna speak today, and y'all pray for him. And then when he get through, then say a couple words like Bishop Anderson. Oh, did he do a good job? And then say a scripture, and everybody rise. Let me pray for y'all. But he knew how to put the people in place to feed to feed the crop, to feed the sheep. That's the job of a pastor is to be a father. You can't be everything to everybody, but you can get the people who are more gifted in that area to do what you're not getting. You can do it, but to do it all the time is stressful. Like I can do calculus, but it may kill me if I do it too much because it's stressful to me. I won't be flowing in what I'm supposed to do, So I'm in church all my life, so I've seen it. And man, is it worth it? I mean, is it worth it now? I'm not saying anything about Rob. I'm just saying, you look at stuff and say, the stress. You don't know what God had planned. Is it,
Absolutely.
I just want to go out and say, yep, it's worth it, deuce.
Mm-hmm. Let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
You know how we have guest speakers at church, right?
Right.
Well, what do you think about, and you've heard me introduce guest speakers God knows how many times. Like the last one I did was Mr. Dr. Joel Tubman. What if we had Bishop Otis Lockett Sr. as a guest speaker? Just show a video of one of his sermons. Because a lot of people,
oh wow,
he's been gone now. He's been gone now for 12 years.
Right.
There's a lot of people who have come in over the past decade who've never heard Bishop Lockett speak. They've never been over to the legacy room. They don't even know what he looks like,
right?
Other than the pictures that we have portrayed. But why? I mean, I need to talk to Sister Lockett about it, but I wonder how it would be if I do an introduction for Bishop Otis Lockett Sr. and have one of his videos. I mean, it could be a bunch of them. There's so many different ones. And then just have him speak. That way, people, especially like on a Sunday morning, Founders Day, that way the people who are there can hear the man that started all of this.
I think it's a good suggestion.
You know what I mean?
Do you all go for that?
I mean, I don't know. I'm just asking what your opinion is.
Oh, my opinion. I think it's an excellent idea. I think also the introduction would be, and our next speaker would be, like when somebody comes up there, but it passed be introduced. I like to introduce you to some.
Exactly.
to some.
Some and introduced to
others. Yeah.
It all started when he came into town. It was a light drizzling rain.
Light drizzling rain. And this is Bishop Otis Lockett Sr.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen.
Oh yeah, that would be rich.
Get on your feet.
Yeah.
You better make some noise for my nipple.
If I don't get no bigger.
Otis Lockett Senior.
He said, now if you say my namesake.
My ninja.
Yeah, my namesake, Otis Lockett Senior. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, that would be good.
This young man.
Yeah, that'd be good.
He hails from Cincinnati, Ohio. Oh, I'll hype it up like he was one of the kings of comedy, I'm telling you. He hails from Cincinnati, Ohio. He came to Greensboro. Late in the afternoon, whatever he said, on a light
drizzling rain. In his Chevette. Yeah.
Yep, in his little Chevette. Light drizzling rain.
Yeah.
Is where he met.
With a green suitcase.
Mr. Barbara Turner. And from this union, they have 3 babies. Otis Lockett Jr. Faith Lockett. And Joshua Lockett.
Right. They probably talk about the green suitcase. They all came out the green suitcase.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
it all
sermon.
began in the green suitcase.
And that probably be the sermon.
Mm-hmm. Ladies and gentlemen.
That's good. That's good.
Faithful nation. Put your hands together for the one who started it all. Bishop Otis Lockett Sr. Boy, that would be dope.
Yeah. They just dropped off.
Everybody stand up to that, yeah. Especially with the way our technology is nowadays, with the sound system and all that good stuff. We got everything but a hologram. See, I don't know. And all I can do is base it on how she would feel looking at her husband, on camera again. Because my mother died the same year Bishop died. She died in February. He died in October.
Mm.
So I mean, it's been a while, and I know how I felt then when she passed away. So I can imagine how just Lockie feels. No, granted, it's a little different because that's mom and that's husband, but still, I just want to ask her, see what she was doing, how she would feel about
because
that.
she may can't take it.
Yeah, I know. And see, it would have to be a first family decision anyway.
Yeah,
I just want to put it out there.
I think that's an excellent idea. That's an excellent idea. They let me see what let me wrap up the let me try to say wrap up. But Tiffany, yeah, she got issues. Super Mary got issues. Diddy get issues. We all got issues. We all got issues. And when it comes down to when it comes down to it, when we yeah, I mean when it comes down to it, when we are afforded a platform, how would we utilize it in spite of our issues? And we could throw darts at everybody, but nevertheless it could be I. Now certain things I wouldn't do.
I was about to say there's certain things ain't gonna be I.
Yeah, ain't gonna be I. No. Yeah, it like not no. Certain things won't be I. Now I may be in an area, but not certain things ain't gonna be I. Let me put it this way: it won't be jail worthy.
It won't be boy tour worthy.
Definitely. It won't be it definitely won't be no man boy society thing. No, sir.
You don't have to worry about that.
Or man little girl society. No, I won't have R. Kelly syndrome.
That would be pretty interesting if R. Kelly and P. Diddy were roommates in jail.
And Diddy
R. Kelly only has like 20-some years ago.
That's all. He going to Button though. He be chilling. He's still making music.
That's right.
He's still making.
He's going to Button.
He's still making music. Suge Knight still doing podcast interviews.
Well, podcasts are a lot easier to do than singing
No,
in jail.
actually, I think he's trying to set up something like do a whole podcast in prison.
Suge Knight got like 500-600 years in jail.
I don't know. He got wow. I think he got 500-600 years. He got
a lot.
Oh, no. Let me see.
It's just like it's one thing to say, okay, a homeless man gets accused of murder, he gets sentenced to life. Well, he was homeless. But think about some of these dudes, man. R. Kelly had bathrooms in his house bigger than a lot of people's house. And all this and all that. Now you're living in a jail cell. Old funky jail cell next to Bruno. Suge Knight the same way. Suge Knight just thought he was
invincible. Lee text some way text on. Lee don't know how to you can't get the video on and Lee can't get in the chat. So he texted, Lee said a person who's 55 could be considered young if they live until 95. A 10-year could be considered old. 10-year-old could be considered old if he's only going to live to see 12. 40 years, but come on, 40-year-old versus 2. It's about how. Okay. Let me see. It's about how many years you have left, and since we don't know who's young and who's old. That's what we do at our church. He told me he was in the. Oh, he said something else before that. Then, oh wow, I missed the whole conversation. Your brother knows me. I used to get a kick out of him telling us he's playing a different local church or whatever, blah, 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 Greensboro. And some pastor told him, don't get any ideas about any of the sisters. Oh, yeah, you remember. I can't know options. Okay, let's get back. He said, that's what we do at our church. He told me he was in Detroit running from the police. He told his cousin. When he went back, he was caught. He told nobody wants to live in Detroit. That's why he went back home. Jailhouse Rick. Rick Rock.
Okay.
Is that white boy Rick? I don't know. I think that may have been his cousin.
And them dudes who lived in the Old Testament days, the ones who lived for 3 and 4 and 5 and 600 years. That's a long time to be in jail because you spend a lot, you make all that time in jail. You go to jail, you're like 85 years old, but you're gonna live till you're like 600 and something.
Man,
that's a long time to be
that mean, if you 800 years, you don't care about shanking nobody. What, you gonna put me in hold for 30 days? Yeah, would you? Yeah.
You do all 200 bad boys.
Yeah, you be the hitman. Yeah, you don't care. You don't care. Yeah, so like I said, it's about making stuff count. When Rob, I said, wow, it just took me off guard because we were the same age, and I said, man, we can let the stresses of life get to us, or we can refocus them, and do what we're supposed to do. Yeah. Not what everybody else wants us to do. That's the stressor.
So true.
That's stressful because you may be good at something, but don't mean you're supposed to be doing it.
It's true.
Especially for them, for free.
And there's also a time and place for everything. So you might be good at it, but now it may not be the time or the place to do it.
Yeah. It's a season for all things. It's a season. All right, man, John, I appreciate you giving the voice. And hopefully next week. Yeah, I know. I don't know.
Get it together.
Yeah, we'll get it together. We'll get it together. All right.
Esteemed colleagues, God bless you all.
Yeah, Renee already shut down. I think he fell off. Was it what'd you say? What'd you say? Yeah.
I said to my esteemed colleagues, have a good evening, but they're already gone, so never
mind. All right. Okay, man. Thanks. Later. Hey, journeyman, this is Hero Journey with Dr. D. I do appreciate you all coming out. I do appreciate the dialogue. Do appreciate the conversation and the communication and the exchange. And if you have found any value in this content, how about you help me help you so we can help others? How? By clicking subscribe, commenting, and sharing. Because when you do that, you organically help and you grow with me. So we make it better tomorrow, today. And so, like I told John, I said, listen, if we all have some type of platform, and if we afforded any type of platform of status where we have influence, let's make it count for the purpose that God has put in us. Flow in the purpose, extend your life for the time frame that you're supposed to be here. That's not prematurely ended. That's flowing what we're supposed to do, not what other people think that we're supposed to do. Only you know when you have a disconnect within. Pay attention to your body, pay attention to your heart, and pay attention to his voice. So this is a Hero's Journey with Dr. D. If you haven't heard anything else, remember this. Every day you get a vertical, make it your goal in life to always move forward and never look back. And you look at my left, my right on the replay. You should see purpose-centered videos as well as emotion-centered videos in my new segment, In Them Streets with Dr. D, where I have a segment of ride and share, and coming soon, sit and share as well as walk and share. I'm looking forward to see you and share with you what I have to offer on this purpose plane of life. So if you don't remember anything else, remember this, that every day you get up, I'm trying to do something while I'm doing this now. Every day, Every day you get a vertical. There we go. If you remember anything else, remember this. That every day you get a vertical, make it your goal in life to always move forward. Never look back. Why? Because life is just too short to live looking in a rear view mirror. This is Hero's Journey with Dr. D, and we are